mama, I made it to Forbes.
Yo, so Generation Iron posted just a few hours ago that they're doing, yep, another movie. Now, I am partnered with Generation Iron as a content partner. Basically, I create something, they share it, I get coverage, they get, obviously, people going to their site, blah, blah, blah. Now, we got a good relationship, but I've still got to be unbiased. I think this is potentially going to be the best, shittest movie they've done. Now, let me break it down why. I think it's going to be the best just because it's freaks. Now, let me tell you what the film's about. The film is about basically Synthol. It's basically Synthol. So that I'm presuming they're going to be following, because they've used him in the thumbnail, and it looks like in their post-editing production they're filming this kid, but it's Kirill Tereshin. Now, he's been dubbed the Synthol kid. He's I think he's like early 20s, and he's just something's not right in his head. Some switches aren't turned on, some have been turned off. He's, as you can see from the pictures, he goes from obviously the extremes with his biceps and I presume some slight tricep injection there. Obviously skipping tricep day, but this kid's like completely lost his mind. It's not just the simple fact that he's completely fucking up his arms and potentially his life, but he goes from one extreme to the other. So he plays around with this transgender thing. I don't know if that's just a thing or if it's for jokes or what, but I think this is going to be a really, really popular movie because people love a freak show, and I hate to say it. It does nothing for bodybuilding, but I 100% agree with why they've created this content. I don't agree with giving these quotations freaks a platform and to promote them. I think it's quite the opposite. I think Generation aren't trying to promote this as a way of life, more of look at what these guys are doing. Look at the extremes these guys are going to just because they can't be bothered to go in the gym and hit a workout and get the biceps in the length of time it takes to get biceps. So it's I think this is why I said it's going to be the best shittest, because it's going to be the best for the popularity, because technically it's fuck all to do with bodybuilding. So they can touch on a much broader, wider audience. The shittiest is because the subject is shit, and I don't agree with what these guys are doing, but I'm kind of on the fence with it. I'm going to watch it because, like I say, everybody loves a freak show. Everybody loves a freak show. Everybody's going to watch it. Everyone's going to slate it, but we'll all watch it just because we want to see the extremes these kids are going to. And this is becoming a huge phenomenon. Obviously, loads and loads of kids nowadays, especially in these like almost third world countries, it's quicker to just buy Synthol for a few dollars, I presume, than it is to spend, thousands of dollars on not just steroids, but like growth hormone and everything else to get these, again, quotation marks, physiques. So, I mean, I see 100% back Generation Iron doing this. I know for a fact they're not going to be throwing, any light on this as being, some sort of positive way of life. I think it's exactly the opposite. I do think it's going to be really popular. I'm presuming they're going to have a Netflix deal on this. If they do, it's going to blow up. It's going to be a viral video. I'm sorry, no one gave a fuck about the Callum von Mogler video. It's just, and again, they've not done a brilliant movie since Generation Iron 1. No offense, guys, I love you, but with every movie, the first one is always your biggest success. It's always chasing that. You're constantly going to be chasing, the success of the first film. Every sequel or prequel after that is just never going to live up to it. But with this, I genuinely think it's going to be big. And no pun intended, but I think given off their hashtags, they've hashtagged it. Let's have a look. So they've got Bigorexia, original film. So obviously it's going to be the Vlad company that's going to be creating, directing and producing this. And then they've got obviously a hashtag Synthol, warning, oil. So it's got to be. I can't presume it's just this kid, but given his popularity, I presume he's going to be the main focal point of this entire movie. I don't know. What are your thoughts, guys? Honestly, what are your thoughts? Comment below, because I do reply to pretty much everybody, unless you're a dick. Unless it's just some stupid flippant comment, then, you know. If it's funny, I'll drop you a love art on it, or whatever the frig it's called. But honestly, what's your opinion? Do you genuinely think this is a good idea to put these guys not so much on a pedestal, but giving them a platform to show off what they're doing? Because in their eyes, they're just showing this shit off. Obviously, these guys have got something wrong in their head, with whether it's a mental illness, whether it's, you know, whether it is bigorexia, whether it is a social anxiety thing, whatever it is. What do you guys think? What's your opinion? You're going to be potentially watching this. What do you think? Do you think this guy's got a screw loose? Do you think this Synthol thing's just going to get worse and worse? Do you think the Generation I movie's going to highlight this for a lot of people and do more good than harm? Because potentially it could do harm. And I'm not throwing shade at Generation Iron, but potentially it's going to show people what these guys are doing. So I'm just hoping in the way it's post-edited and produced that it's going to show, look, they get doctors in there and say, you know, look, this will fuck your bicep up for life. It's going to do this. It's going to do that. I'm hoping that's the direction they're going to take. I presume it will be. What do you think? I want to know what you think. Comment below. Drop me a like. Obviously, I've had to delete a shit ton of videos, so if you want to share it, that'll help. You know, I've got bills paid too, you know. But on that note, I love you. I'll leave you. Peace.